Hello. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a really great, nice, happy, positive day with all of the news been around about Safe Moon and Blockbuster, reflections, everything around there. Feel free, you want to come up. As much as you ask, the more you learn. So don't be shy. It's just for you. You want to have, you want to make money. You want to learn how to make money. Please come up. Ask as much as question because the space is for you guys. This is the time to learn, to educate yourselves. You don't have to invest in it, you don't have to take it. It's not in a financial advice, but if you're interested in it, please come and ask questions so you'll be on track. You know the correct information about it. You can ask as much as you want. I hosted three spaces about trading. Two was recorded, and the third one I deleted it because of some noise happened in the space and I turned off. So I hope that won't happen here. The space is recorded, and please be respectful with everyone. You know, I love the family, I love the army. I don't want anything to happen. So if anybody come trying to be funny or trolling or something, I'm gonna kick him very fast. Not with my foot even, just with a button. So yeah, I'm going to give a small brief about what I was talking in the last two spaces. I'm going to combine them all in one space. So you don't have to listen to the other spaces, you can listen to this one. So this one will be very helpful. So before we talk into this, Tony, how are you, my friend?
Hey, Salman, doing pretty good. I'm working right now, so I'm here to listen. I'm happy you're going to go over what I've missed. I missed like two or three of your things. I'm here now. I'm happy you're going to go over it, bro.
Thank you very much. Take your time. Anytime you want to ask, just go ahead. You don't have to raise your hand. Rudy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm feeling great.
Thank thank you for that Olivia Newton-John little tribute. That brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah, nice days, huh? Nice movie.
Yes. Tony, I would like to ask one quick question before you go back to work. When we ended the last space, you were talking about the whale having fun with us. Do you mean that? And like, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Like, are they doing? Because as I explained earlier, I'm still learning a lot of this stuff with the charts. So what they're doing, is that a benefit? Is that something where it's more not, I don't want to say malicious, but like, how do you take
Now,
that?
how I see it, all right, the whale is buying 3232 amount of tokens. So he's a Safe Moon whale. He's got 200 million Safe Moon, and he aped into a Blockbuster token. And he's buying Blockbuster token right now with 3232. That's Safe Moon related. The dude is seems like a good whale, and he's having fun splashing around in the chart. It's a good thing. He's enjoying himself. He seems happy. He's messing with us in a good way. He's having fun with the community. That's how I
Okay.
see it.
Okay, that's kind of how I took it when you said it, but I wasn't sure. And I think we all know about that 32 now. So I did think it was more of a joke, but like I said, I wasn't sure if that was a bad thing.
Nah, just a big whale splashing in the water and having fun with the community because we all love 32, right?
Yes, we do. Of course, SafeMoon is the mother of DeFi. That's how I see it. You want to see it something else? That's up to you. And the baby is Blockbuster, the baby of SafeMoon DeFi. So we've got a lot of things to talk about. Please, thank you, Tony, for pinning that tweet on the top. Because you know, guys, I do stuff always by handwriting. I'm not like into computers like Photoshop or doing these kind of details. No, I'm straight to the point. I do my job on computer and leave. I don't go scroll around and do other stuff. So I made a small drawing. It's an example. It's equation that it will never change in every trading. So this equation will help you a lot while I explain. So I want you to go to the tweet on the top, press on the picture, be sure that you screenshot that picture in your phone. So you always can look back to it. So it reminds you how the system works or the trading way it works. Okay. So uh, I'll give you a small brief about trading, how I trade, and why did I choose these two coins. You can trade with a lot of coins out there, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, etc., and there's a lot. But there's coins that they're stable, almost stable. They don't move. Even if they move according to the volume, according to demand, they're really fluctuating between cents and the rest in thousands of dollars. And I know most of us want to start with a small amount. So he practice on trading while he's making money. Once you get good, you go to pro and expert, then that's it. You're free. The reason I came out with this kind of trading, I hold a lot of coins from 6 years from 2016. So there's a lot of coins I hold from XRP and you name it. Even when it comes to DeFi, up to SafeMoon, up to Blockbuster, updated coins. I've got a lot. Some rugged, some good, some potential, some made me money, some did not. Some end up just there hanging around in my wallet as a dust, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't want to look to the past. They are there. Something happened. I will look at it later. But why did I choose BNB to BUSD? If you think about it, BUSD is a stable coin. It's pegged with the BNB on Binance exchange, Binance blockchain. If you do a research behind it, Binance exchange is the most biggest exchange in the world right now. And it has a very excellent smart team behind it with a leader called CZ that I don't like. Oh, the space is recorded. I like you, CZ. So, so CZ, he's a smart guy. When they plan to make something, they just don't want to make a plan, putting an exchange out there as a name. They got an exchange. No, they want the majority of the people who's involved in crypto to get involved in that exchange. They have the most easiest exchange and with the lowest fees. And I'm trading with his coins, which I see they're always stable. BUSD is stable because it's pegged with the US dollars. So once you hold BUSD, your money is safe. There's nothing to be afraid of. Your money will always be safe. It will not drop, it will not go up. So it's safe to hold your money on BUSD. And when you hold your money on BNB, it is really safe because most of the projects out there, even coming in the future, they're always building their projects on Binance Smart Chain, which is BSC chain. So once they have a pre-sale, everyone buys BNB to get involved in the pre-sale. So there is a demand. If the CEO or the dev or the team wanted to reach for a soft cap, their target is from BNB, the hard cap. BNB, you've seen it recently with Blockbuster, like SafeMoon. Once there's a lot of demand, the BNB goes up. Even if it goes down, there's a lot of demand. It's going to bounce again up. BNB always fluctuates between, let's say, maximum. If you read the charts, one day you'll understand. In 2 days, 3 days, it does not pass $50. It could pass $100, but it needs a couple of days. You're going to see a lot of demand on it, green candles that's going to lift the price to a certain other point. So that's why I choose those two coins to play with them and trade with them. I tried it for a couple of months. I made a lot of money. And that money that I'm making out of it, I can buy any coin. And why is the reason I try to share it with you guys as a family, as a community from the Safe Moon Army? Because I heard a lot of stories since other projects came out. I don't want to name them, and Blockbuster, because Blockbuster is like a small brother to me. I love the team. I love everyone. I heard a lot of people trying to sell SafeMoon to get involved in Blockbuster, and I heard a lot of people don't have that money to get into pre-sale. They missed the chance. They missed that opportunity. So I'm here to solve this problem. Instead of you selling from other projects, putting it in different projects, if there's a pre-sale or something, I'm trying to solve this problem because you're a family. You mean a lot to me. So what if a different projects come tomorrow outside? What are you going to do? Sell Blockbuster? I don't want you to do that. It's not right because there is tax, there is fees, there's a lot of stuff. And if it goes up, you're going to miss that chance that you make money out of Blockbuster and you can stake it. So those tokens that you have on the DeFi space, which is like SafeMoon, Blockbuster, don't get them involved in trading. That's why I'm trying to explain. Once you want to start trading, don't sell anything from those projects and get them involved in trading. No, that's something different. Try to split them. That's a different drawer, and this one's different drawer. That one is for the long term. SafeMoon and Blockbuster and Extra, etc. It's for the long term. You hold them. You get reflections from them. You can stake them. What I'm saying here, it's not for the long term. You're free here. You put your money when you want, you trade. When you feel it's enough, you pull them out. You'll never lose. I guarantee you, if you follow the steps correctly and you practice, you will never lose because you can't lose. Once your money on BUSD, how will you lose it? It does not drop. It does not go up. It's stable. Once it's on BNB, there's a lot of demand. When you put it in the market, everyone will buy it. Even with the highest price, there is buyers. Because on that coin you're holding, which is BNB, a lot of projects depending on that coin to build on the BSC chain, like I said before. So they build their projects as a pre-sale, at soft cap, at whatever. So there's a lot of demand on it. So on the both side, you won't lose. So I'll tell you the reason. BNB, you always picture BNB as a taxi. I've said it before. It's like a taxi that will take you from point A to point B. You need a ride from point A to point B. That would be BNB. It's yellow. It's the cab from New York. You all of you have seen it in movies, seen it in your lives. It's a cab. BUSD is your pocket because it's US dollar. You have to always pay the cab money. Once you ride the cab, you have to pay him because he's going to take you from point A to point B. Once you pay him, you have to take the change back from the cab. If that makes sense. Am I in the blockchain?
No, bro, we can hear
No,
you.
no, no, we can hear you.
Okay, so that's very clear. I've explained why did I choose BNB, why did I choose BSD, and both of them are on the same exchange that CZ and the team built. It's their tokens, so you're not trading out of the field. It's in their field. in their kitchen, in their living room. So the fees is very low, the lowest you can see in the market. It's not ERC, it's going to hit you with a lot of fees, or it's not a DeFi that has like tax when you sell it and when you buy it. And it's not in a DEX swap. They've got a different fees. This one's totally different. So if you want to start, for example, with 1 BNB or 100 BNB, it does not make any difference. As long as you know how to move, you know how to trade. That's the main thing, because even if you have a lot of BNBs, you can put them there, take them forward and bring them backwards. In the end, you might not do nothing. You won't see anything growing with your BNBs, or your BSDs won't grow. You're just moving them. It's waste of time. You have to learn what steps you're doing. So the plan is, once you hold BNB, 1 second, because send you a photo. Okay. Once you hold, sorry guys, because I'm getting DMs. Please, the ones who are sending me DMs, you can come up as a speakers. You can ask whatever you want, because I can't go through the DMs and answer you. I'm hosting a space. So once you hold BNB, you're ready to go for trading. But once you hold BSD, you're not ready. You have to start with BNB. It's always from point A to point B. A is always BNB. Point B is BUSD. Once you go from point A to point B, you have to go back to point A. It's like you guys leaving home, going to work, and when you finish your work, you have to go where? Back home. It's the same thing. You can't end up sleeping in the work and eating there and showering the work. No, that won't happen. That makes sense. So you have to start from your home. You go to work, generate money for the company, and go back home. It's the same thing. Here on the exchange, we're building BNB. Our target is always BNB. We're targeting our BNB bag. We want to grow that bag, because you can't grow the BUSD. It's always stable. It won't fluctuate going up and down. But BNB, you can make a lot of money out of it. Here comes the example. If you hold 1 BNB, for example, let me go through that picture on the top so I can explain it. If you guys can open that picture, it's going to be very clear for you. I'll give you 1 minute. You can go to that tweet. If you're ready, guys, you can tell me ready. If you're ready, just give me hearts or something so I can explain. I just saw 2 hearts. Okay. I don't know about you down there. So that's a drawing which is written BNB. You've got now BNB worth $316. $316 is worth your BNB. You started with, that's just an example, guys. You started with $316. You put an order which is called flip. When you trade, you always do flip and flop. You can't say like sell, buy, sell, buy. No, it's easy to say flip, flop. You have to always close it with a flop, open it with a flip. So you sell it to BUSD on a higher price. You can see $316. You sell it through to $325. There's a gap between $316 to $325. It's $9. It's written there. Everyone can see it. Once you have $9, you're going to end up having money from BUSD including the $9 that you moved it from BNB to BUSD. That's the profit you made. Once you have BUSD, your bag is worth 325. It will never change because it's a stable coin. It will always be 325. The market goes up, the market goes down, CZ dies, CZ sings, whatever happens to the exchange, it burns, it will always be 325 because it's always on BUSD. Here comes the next move, which is you have to go and buy. So BNB's price is always fluctuating, going up and down. Once you start with it, it was 316. So now you want to go buy it. It might not be 316. It might be higher. It might be lower. If it's lower, it's good for you. But if it's higher, you have to know it shouldn't be higher than 325 because that's going to be a loss. You're going to lose from your BUSD. So once you go and buy back from 325 to 318, this time I changed the number. I kept it 318 instead of 316. So you're going to make $7 going down to BNB. But that $7 plus the $9, it's $16. So you're going to buy back BNB $16. On top of that BNB, you just moved your BNB to BUSD and you brought it back as a BNB. You got $16 on top of it. Before I explain more things, is that clear, guys? Does anyone want to ask something? Yes, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's very much having this visual helps a whole lot to be able to put it in perspective and knowing what you're going to wind up with instead of just running the numbers and guessing at it. Yeah, that's very clear, at least to me.
Okay, guys, you down there, you want to come up, ask a question? Please do. Please do. So we don't go front and forward and talking about the same topic. So please do. Feel free. If there's something you did not understand, come. You want to ask why? I'll tell you why. It's very easy. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something. Open your calculators now, if you can. If you don't want, it's up to you. Open your calculators now. If your BNB now, you made on top of it $16. If you have 10 BNBs, how much are you going to make? $160. If you've got 100 BNBs, that's $1,600 just for one movement. Just for one flip flop. If you've got 100 BNBs, you can make $1,600. If you've got 1,000, that's $16,000. 1,000 BNB just for this movement, $16,000 in your hand in just a few hours. I bet you've waited a lot in other coins out there. You did not get $16,000 in one day, unless it's a miracle. So here comes the tricky place. You have to understand it very well. So now we earn $16 on our BNB. Once we go back for selling, I'm going to sell my BNB. But my BNB now, it's not going to be one BNB. It's going to be one BNB and $16 worth of BNB. So they're going to move one BNB and fractions from their BNB. I'm going to go to BUSD. So when I sell the BNB with 325, the fraction of BNB, I'm going to sell it with 325. So I'll end up having more BSD than the first time. So when I go back to buy again, I'm going to buy back again with a bigger amount than the first time, because I've got $16 now on top of my bag, plus $9, which is $25 that I made from the sell. So when I go back for buying, I'll end up with $32 on my initial BNB. Just for these two movements, I made 32. This is an example. All of these numbers are an example. One move, I can make $16. The second move, I can make $32. It's very simple. What are you doing here? The $32 is growing your BNB. Once you buy back, you're buying more BNB, because once you sell, you're buying nothing. You're taking your profit and going and standing on BUSD because it's stable. But once you buy BNB. So you buy when the price goes, when your bag goes big in BUSD, you can buy more BNB. And that's our point. You have to grow your BNB. While you grow your BNB, you're building an engine. Once you make that engine all full complete in front of you, which is 100 BNB, it depends on your goals. But I prefer you build a very big bag of BNB. I'll explain why. It's like the DeFi tokens out there. You live on reflections. Who makes the reflections? The contract. They write a contract when people buy and sell. A percentage distributes on everyone according to the contract. But there is tax when you sell and when you buy. And as much as you hold, you can grow your bag. Here it's manual. You buy BNB, you make the movement. You move by yourself. You make your own reflections. You make your reflections from BNB. You hold BNB, you go jump on BSD. You jump back to BNB, you make reflections. It's manual. You are the contract. Once you reach that goal to 50 BNB, 100 BNB, I know it sounds hard. It won't sound hard. Believe it or not. Once you hold 1 BNB and you make the second one, it's easy to make the third one. Once you have 3 BNBs, it's more easier to make the fourth one. Once you have 4 BNBs, it's very easy to make the fifth one. The more BNB you have, it's very easy to generate some more BNBs because the engine is building itself. It's like you building blocks for your home. You first start with the first level, then the second level, then the third level. You can't start from the third level going down. No one builds homes from the top to the bottom. It has to be from ground as much as floor you want. You want it to be a house, you want it to be a building, you want it to be a skyscraper, it's up to you. It's your call, it's your money, it's your BNBs. As long as you don't give up, the more you grow them, the more you get profits. Very simple steps. If you've got 1 BNB, don't look at, set a target for you. If you have 1 BNB, don't touch it. Keep trading it. Very easy. Keep a target. If you have 1 BNB, you reach to 5 BNB. When you reach to 5 BNB, say I'm going to reach to 10. When you reach to 10, say I'm going to reach to 15. When you reach to 15, say I'm going to reach to 20. When you reach to 20, you always want to reach to 25. Then comes 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There you go. You're going, you're growing. But as long as you don't touch them, you have to set a goal that you're going to grow your BNB and you're going to live on BNB's bag reflections. You have the full control selling them and buying back. You have the full control. You are the contract. The same ones, they write them for the DeFi tokens. You are the contract. Once you feel you want some money, flip, flop, you get your money out. You make profits, but you don't touch your BNB. They're still there. When do you take your profits? When they are on the BUSD. You split them, but not in the first stages. Once you build a very big engine, then you can take profits. And you still have your BNBs. You won't lose them. Small example. You've got 10 BNBs. They made for you money while selling. When you sell them, they're in BUSDs. The $16 that I was talking about, it's in the top. For 10 BNBs, it's $160. You can remove that $160 on a side and keep doing the same thing. Every time you do it, you take $116. Every time you do it, takes $160. That's profit. And nothing happened to your BNBs. They're still 10. They won't go less. Even if the price goes $1, you still have 10 BNBs. The BNB is worth 1,000, you still have 10 BNBs. Nothing's changing. The amount of token you're holding, it never changes. Because you're taking the reflections. You're the one who's making the reflections. Like I always say, you're the contract. Here comes the smart parts. Instead of you taking the 116 or the $16, you buy it back again to grow your bag. Once you have 100 BNB, that's 1,600 in every transaction you make. Believe it or not, every transaction I make $16,000 because I've got 1,000 BNB. I won't tell you exactly how much I have, but I'm just giving you a hint. Imagine I hold 2,000 BNB. That's 32,000 just in one day. If I can do it, all of you can do it. There is nothing wrong. The guy who came, I paid him to teach me. He teach me in 1 month. I'm here to teach you for free. You have no reason. You can learn. It's very simple. It's very easy. Your family. Once if someone DM me, well, Salman, I got my 1,600 only for today. I'm happy. Of course, I'm going to be happy for you. I will be happy. I'll be proud of you. You call me, well, I made 16,000 a day. Duh. Of course, I'll be happy. You're getting closer, closer to the whales. You don't have to be worried that you have money for the new pre-sale. You don't have to be worried how to grow your SafeMoon bag. You don't have to be worried selling your blockbuster bag for other projects because you're generating money every day. You know how to make money. Once you know how to make money, you won't be scared of losing here, winning here. No. Even if any project gets rugged, you don't give a shit about it because you're making money. Once you know how to make money, you don't care. I don't read any white paper, nothing. I follow words, I follow people. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I won't lose like anyone else because I know how to make money. Others don't. They keep hope. Hope is nice, but you have to work on yourself. It won't take you that much time, believe me. I know people talking to me, they've got goals after 5 years, they've got goals in 10 years. Man, you can build this engine in 1 year, less than 1 year, because more BNB you generate, you're going to get stronger. When you reach to a certain point, that engine is in front of you, for example, V6, V8, V12, according to the engine you built, you can generate money for as much as you want. Then take some profits. You can pay your home. You've got loans out there. Pay them. You want to do another projects out there. You want to save them in BUSD. They're safe. They want to drop their BUSD. You want to build a very big bag in SafeMoon. Go ahead. You're a whale. You don't care if the price goes up or down. Even if it goes $1, you still could be a whale there because you can make 1,600 every day. Imagine you buying every day in SafeMoon with $1,600. Imagine. Recently, just now, Tony was talking about a whale buying 32, playing in the charts. Why don't you play with him? He's playing 32. Pick a number. Buy 88. Buy 99. Buy 55. Enjoy it. But the most important thing before you make any step, believe it or not, if you're not patient, this is not your field. If you don't have patience, don't get involved in it. You can make money. You won't make money. You might get fractions of BNB. If you're going to like trade for 4 days, 5 days, and you think it's hard, oh, I did not make any money. Of course, you won't make money from the beginning. You're going to make money, but you won't feel it because it comes in, it's like dust. But when the dust grows, it's a coin, and the coin will pull the other coin. Like I explained before, each one will pull the second one. The second one will pull the third one. And there it goes, the fourth one, the fifth one. If you're not patient, let me tell you why, guys. You're my family. I'm free to tell you whatever I want. Why are you not patient? The application is in your phone. The notifications, you get them in your phone. Why are you not patient? You can go to the toilet, do number one, number two. You can set an order. You take a shower, you come out, wipe yourself, dry yourself, make an order. Kiss your wife, make an order. Go to sleep. Wake up, make an order. Eat breakfast, make an order. Having lunch, make an order. It's not, you know when it's nice? You know when you will feel really happy? Like me. When I host spaces, a notification comes in my phone. Your order went through. A notification comes through. Your orders went through and shows the total amount. That's why I'm always happy. When you have these kind of feelings, believe it, you'll never feel bad. You'll never feel sad. You'll never get upset. You'll never have time to think about something negative because the reason you want is money to make you feel happy, to fulfill everything in your life. You want to close your loan, pay your house. You're doing it. You're not asking anyone. You're not waiting for a hope. It's always in your hand. Once you don't want to trade, you can take a break. Your money's still safe. Whether it's on BUSD, it will never change. And if it's on BNB, it will never change. You hold 5 tokens, 5 coins on BNB. You leave it there for 5 days. You come back, it's 5 coins. Will it change? Will someone steal them? No. The price will go up and go down, but there always will be 5 coins. Go ahead, Pa.
Oh, okay. Hey, Salman. So I was just going to talk a little bit about the patience. So 3 or 4 days ago, the price was going up and down pretty good, at least once or twice a day. And I was able to make $8 or $10. And then the last time it went up was about a day or so ago. And it actually went up quite a bit. I think I made 10 or 12 bucks on that move, and then it kept going up. So I sat, and then it kind of went sideways, and it's just started coming down a few hours ago. But I sat and waited because, you know, I think it's going to come back down, and it's kind of staying in this like stable area where it's going up $10, $12, $14, comes back down. So I haven't done a move in over 24 hours. I've been waiting for it. So that's where the patience come in. I'm not chasing it, and I'm not getting greedy. I've made a few mistakes. I made two mistakes, I think, so far. But I've learned from them very quickly, and they were not costly.
Okay, can you explain what's the mistakes you made?
All right, so the first mistake I made when I was sending money over to Binance, I sent it over in BUSD, and I thought that I had to convert it to BNB to make the sale, and that is not the case. You hold it in BNB. You hold it in BUSD, right? That's the stable coin, right? You hold it in BUSD. When it comes to the price that you think you should buy in, you buy in to BNB. Once you're in, and you can set that and set it and forget it. Once you're in, then you have to place your sell order. You figure out at what price you want to sell it at. You don't get greedy, especially in the very beginning, right? If you think it's going to go up $10, you do it for $5, right? Just so you can get the hang of it a few times. You set your sell order, and you go to the bathroom and wipe yourself, like he says. So that was my first mistake.
And Pa,
Yes.
you know what's the mistake you made? Once you transfer your coins to Binance, I prefer you send them as BNB because you already hold them. Like if you hold them in SafeMoon wallet, it's BNB. If you hold them somewhere else, they're always BNB. Even if you
I
get
hold.
them, even if you get them
Oh,
in BUSD, you can send them there and buy BNB. But what you've done, the mistake, you made the opposite thing. Instead of making profits, you're making losses.
no, I made money.
Yeah,
I
now
see.
you
I
made, but
hold
the
I
first
hold
time,
my stuff in BUSD, not BNB, because BUSD is the island, right? That's your safe spot. You want to go fishing, that's when you buy the BNB.
yeah, but in the first time you made it, you went and you sold it to BNB. You have to buy
Yes,
BNB.
I thought
That's
I
the
had
mistake.
to. Yes, I made the mistake. I thought I had to transfer it or convert it to BNB, then buy the BNB, you know, and then bring it back. That was a big mistake. You just hold it in BUSD, buy the BNB. When you sell it, it comes back to BUSD. You don't have to do any conversions whatsoever.
Okay, so you've learned from the mistake, right? So now you're on track.
Darn tootin'.
If you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. It's fine to make mistakes because that mistakes won't cost you like one BNB. No, a fraction from it. But that mistakes you can repair it with your movement. If you lost like $5 and the next move you can make $10. So you're gonna make profit $5 because the other $5 went for repairing your mistakes. So you never lose. As long as you know how to move, you'll never lose. Pa, one question. When you hold on BSD, do you lose money?
No, not any whatsoever.
Okay. If you hold on BNB, do you lose any BNB?
Well, you don't lose it. It just fluctuates in price.
Yeah, but you don't lose any token, right?
Correct. You don't lose any token whatsoever.
So if you hold BNB and the price goes up, you sell it. You're still in profit. You don't lose. Unless if you sell it under the price you bought it. That's a loss. Everyone knows about that. Imagine you go to a car showroom and buy a new car. Just now you bought it just today with $50,000 and you step out the showroom and you sell it for $40,000. That's a loss. It's the same thing.
Right. The only way you can really, I see that you can really lose on this if you're careful and not greedy, is if you're in a buy situation. You've bought into B&B and the market crashes, right? And then it goes down. Say it goes down 100. Say B&B goes down $100. You just hold. You haven't lost anything yet. You just can't. You just can't do your buys and sells until it comes back up and you get your money back, right? But what are the chances it's going to crash again? Who knows?
Which is BNB never crashes because there's a lot of demand on it. That's why I picked these two coins, which is the most stable coins on the market. The
Right.
most
And
stable.
so then my second mistake was I got a little greedy. I was like, oh man, this thing's moving 10, $12. Why don't I just go for $12, right? And um it didn't go. It went up, it went back down, and it did go back up, and I did get it. But that I could have had two buys and sells in the time I only did one buy and sell. And that was the problem. That was my mistake.
Okay, I believe now you're on track, and yeah, you'll be good. I know.
Well,
And
I was also getting help from your protege. He's a great guy, and he's smart. I'm sure he's learning too, but he's very nice. He's very helpful, and he puts up with my bullshit. So I thank him.
yeah, of course. Thank you, and thank everyone, and thanks for Nick, because Nick is one of the first traders that I monitor them. And why did I request Nick to follow back to you guys? Because he's in the US. So you're all using the same Binance. He's still learning and he's really good. And he's teaching you the same move. Okay, we'll take some speakers, then we'll go ahead and continue. Before we go to Shane, you wanted to say something? Go ahead.
Oh no, when we were talking about mistakes, the first flip and flop, I performed it correctly, but then the price had a huge spike up in it. So I was looking at the same thing that Paul was looking at, and I thought, well, it's going to start trading up there instead of being patient and waiting to find a range. I immediately followed it up there, and then it went back down. So I'm like, I'm going the wrong way, and I lost, but it wasn't that much. I went from 7.2 to like 6.8, something like that. but I was able to recover it, and I stopped and I went back over the notes that you had you spoke, and I wrote down and reviewed everything, and then I started back again once it found a range. So reading the chart was also something that I had to take into account to see where the price was going to be. Uh, but I did learn from it, and I didn't cheat like you said, and add more money to put me back where I was. I took the loss and learned from it.
Okay. Okay, we'll go to Twin and I'm going to answer you. I'm going to add to what you said. Go ahead, Twin.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, I made a mistake too, Solomon. I mean, at first I was doing really good, just like he just said. It went up, and I chased it because I went from I made almost a whole B&B, and then when just the other day it spiked really fast, and I said, "Oh shoot, maybe I can get back in it," and I got back in it, and I waited. I kind of got greedy, and then I was doing good. Then the day it was up there and it started going down, and I panicked and I sold at a loss. So I kind of lost probably about $30 today. So but it's all right. I learned from a mistake. Now I just have to. Now I'm trying to. I had B&B, but I don't want to sell it because now I have to get back up to where I was in order to not make a loss. So I'm trying to fix my mistake.
Okay. I'll tell you, before we go to that, Jeremiah, I'll tell you where comes the mistakes. There's just two mistakes. Once you're really greedy and acting smart, that is really wrong. And the second one, you make the opposite. Instead of you sell, you buy. No, you have to learn the equation. If you have BNB, you sell it. If you have BUSD, you buy BNB. Simple. It's written up there. Please screenshot the picture. Please. It's very easy. Okay, I'm going to explain a lot, but let us take Jeremiah. How are you, brother?
Good, Salman. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing great,
Wonderful.
but I missed opening a space today about Blockbuster and SafeMoon, so this helps because I'm still around the family.
No problem, man. Well, look, man, you're always missed. I'm exhausted too, as well. I had a pretty long day, and tomorrow's a new day, so it's all good. Listen, first of all, you're hosting a great space. I've been down there listening. I have another account too as well. So, but anyway, my question is this: two questions actually. One, what would you suggest the discipline or how to control the greed? Because that greed is something serious, and that's how a lot of people get wrecked. And the other thing, matter of fact, I'll let you answer that question first, and try to bring back the other question I had.
See, when it comes to greed, you can control it very easy. Like, like a leprechaun, he always like to take some coins and hide it, and always try to save it. So if you want to think about greed, always think about reaching to a goal instead of no, I'm going to make this faster. No, it's wrong. Once when you get greedy only in a couple of dollars, it's not in $100. If it reaches $100, of course I'm going to like DM you. I'm going to tell you now sell, now buy. But you can't be greedy on like $2, $3, $5. Come on, guys, it's just dollars. Once you see thousands of dollars, what are you going to do? If you don't control yourself now, later when you see a lot of money coming in, you can't control it then. If you cannot hold yourself with a couple of dollars, what will you do with thousands of dollars? You're going to give up? You're going to sell all of your BNBs and that you're going to sell the whole engine that you built that took you like a couple of months? Then don't do it. Don't get involved in trading. You're wasting your time. You can go and buy a lot of coins and keep holding it. It might skyrocket and That's the only chance. If you're not patient. Well, you are patient when you're holding SafeMoon. There's people holding it for 1 year and a half. You can't pull even the reflections. You can't sell them because there's tax. So why you're not patient here? I told you, you're the contract. You are the one making reflections. You have to be patient. That's your money. That's your future. You want to change your life? You can start it from here. Very easy. Did that answer the question?
And hey, Jeremiah, I made that mistake. I learned my lesson, and now I think it's going to be very, very easy to not make that mistake again.
Okay, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let me see how many people are here. Oh my God. I believe there is something wrong with the telephone or the phone. So I have to rug it and open it again. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah. Go ahead. Rug us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just give me seconds. Well, I can't end the show. Unfortunately, I cannot even end the show. Yeah, I can't do it. It's stuck. So I have to restart the whole phone. Are you there, guys?
Hey, I'm gonna calm down for a moment. I got somebody got to take care of.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay,
we can
Jeremiah.
hear you,
See you.
Salman.
I need to
Take it
restart my
easy,
phone
Jeremiah.
too. Twitter's acting up or something.
Yeah, so I'll restart my phone and come back again.